At the beach, and Slavia may be here, like dancing, frolicking through the water in a majestic way. Soon I arrived at the beach, and I wasn't alone here. Oh dear, the uniform's on the sand. Is she dancing? Is she dancing in the water all majestically? I almost thought it was some new devilry when suddenly a voice came from behind. Skipping out on the hike? Yes, I thought you were still in the woods. Hey. You're in a bikini. Sorry, I guess I interrupted you. It's okay, I'm almost done. Why did you decide to have a swim during the night? Is it I think not. She smiled. Well, no, actually, it's fine. It's just, won't meet you at the mind you leaving early? You did the same, Baka. Slavia gave me a quick glance. Yeah. Yep. I did. I sat on the sand, stared at the river. You didn't like the hike, did you? No, it's not that. I just wanted to be alone for some time. And I've interrupted you. No, not really. I was just about to frolic in the ocean. You can watch. Nah, that's not like you at all. What are you talking about? Well, to leave like that. Well, I'm not a robot and only can act according to a predefined program. She laughed. Yeah, that's right. That analogy probably has some sort of thing to the game in a whole. I could be looking into that way too much, but it could be. I was still puzzled. My fatigue was also becoming stronger and stronger. My mind was absolutely blank. To be precise, it was so heavy and full, so not that even a single idea had the chance to dwell there. If I would compare my brain at its prime to a broad highway full of speeding thoughts overtaking each other and causing gigantic chaotic crashes, then now it's nothing but a forgotten tiny path in a distant desolate forest, which is only used in times of absolute necessity. So I said the first thing that crossed my mind. Don't you think it's all pretty strange here? Oh, the music. Music. Strange? Everything that happens here. It's the ideal model of a pioneer camp. Of course, it's not like I know a lot about them, but it looks exactly like I imagined it. What are you talking about? Slavia glanced at me perplexedly. Did you ever feel that you're not where you belong? I don't know. More precisely, not where you are meant to be at all. As if thousands of kilometers away from home or even another galaxy. I don't understand you. You're talking weird. We're similar in this. I lay down my back and look at the stars. And what would you think if I told you that I'm an alien from the future? Are you? She says with the most angry look I've ever seen her have. Asked Slavia in dead earnest. Well, let's assume I am. How should I return to my time? Do you really want to? You know, the conversations that have to do with my situation, even the slightest hints of it always end up in the same place. It's like she's offering me a chance to stay. Almost insisting on it. Well, let's say that I'm not sure. There, as we call it, everything is like home to me. Or rather, more familiar. Practically everything is known to me, and I am prepared for any situation. And here it's the oh my gosh, there's some sort of like explosion of a car driving by. And here's the other way around. Literally every little thing comes as a surprise and everything's different. Is it really that bad? I wouldn't call it bad. Unfamiliar, unclear. Sometimes it can be hard to change something, especially for people with my personality. But what do you really want? To start with, I can't answer that question until I find out exactly where here is. Then go figure it out! If only it was that easy. But what's so difficult about it? Everything is difficult! I don't even know where to start. And I'm constantly being distracted by girls in bikinis. You are talking about it so seriously, it's almost like it's real. She laughed. Who knows? A pretty long silence followed. Suddenly, Slavia sneezed. What does that have to do with anything? Bless you. thanks. It was what? The sneezing was just literally, she sneezed, they said bless you, and it goes on with the story. Why is that even in there? It wasn't a good idea. So at night you can get ill. Oh, that's okay. Hurry to your cabin. It's cold out here. It's nothing. I'd rather sit here with you and talk a bit more. No, okay. I thought she'd undress. I was like, oh, whoa, but she's dressing. I wonder why she was in a bikini to begin with. She didn't even jump in the pool. It's like I literally showed up the instant she was undressing, but I didn't see her undressing. I don't know. Well, I was certainly flattered, but... Let's go. I'll walk you. But we didn't even walk a dozen steps before Slavia grasped my arm. What's the matter? Oh, I suddenly felt dizzy. She looks angry. I touched her forehead. It was burning. I was never able to measure body temperature by touch, but in this case it was obvious. I told you! Come on, come on. No, I could infect Jenna. Listen, we better go to the infirmary. I could die. And what do you do? What'd you do in the infirmary at night alone? That is nonsense. No, it's not nonsense. If you don't want to help, I'll go by myself. She let go of my hand and was ready to leave. Don't get upset. Put this on, it's cold. I handed her my sweater, which I brought with me on the hike. Finally, found some use for it. Good boy! Thank you. She pulled the sweater on and gave me such a tender and caring look that I just couldn't argue with her anymore. Okay, fine. The infirmary it is, as you say. 5 minutes later, we were standing alone by the infirmary door, and Slavia was picking out the right key. I still considered the idea quite foolish. Nobody ever died from the common cold. At least not in the past century. I couldn't see any good reason to spend the night in the infirmary. She wanted to be alone. She looks very, like, vibrant in this. She looks super red. I don't know why. Did they actually, like, animate it to make her face look really red? That would be great. Though I don't think so. It's probably just her blushing. Finally, Slavia opened the door and leaned on my arm. I just realized I was completely out of breath. I'm still a bit dizzy. Same here, girl, she said guiltily. Slavia landed on the bed and sat on the chair nearby. Still, listen. Alone for the whole night in the infirmary. After all, at least Jenna could get you a glass of water if you needed one. She wouldn't catch the illness. She's young and strong. She's good. It's alright. I don't want to bother anyone. The nurse will come tomorrow. I suddenly imagined myself in Slavia's place. Imagined that I had to spend the whole night here alone. And shivers ran down my spine. Listen, maybe I can stay with you for a while. I owed a lot to Slavia. And in fact, I didn't even want to leave. What for? Everything will be fine. Thanks for walking me over. You should go get some sleep. I still think it's fine. For a moment I thought, of course nothing terrible will happen to her here, but I myself would feel more relaxed if I stayed with her. I think that's like the third sentence in the last 5 sentences that said I think or I thought and didn't even tell me what I thought. Oh, come on! She cried out as if I offended her. You won't throw me out, will you? I smiled slyly. Alright, but if you get infected, you'll turn into a zombie, and you only have yourself to blame. I was happy with my little victory. Okay, then what shall we do? There should be some playing cards in the chests. No, we're gonna play cards! Great! The Rock? What? In fact, I didn't have any other games except that one in poker. Okay. What is The Rock? We spent a lot of time playing. I completely lost the track of time. We chatted and laughed a lot. Slavia didn't seem ill at all. She bamboozled me! Then midnight came. Time to sleep. Probably. But where are you going to? Go. She gazed at me. Come on. You shouldn't be sitting in here with me. I can do it. I'm a big boy. At the moment, I could even fall asleep standing up. Slavia watched me for some time and then drew the curtain and said, "G in." I lowered my head in the arms and fell asleep in an instant. This back music is trancy. Despite being exhausted, I slept uneasily. It is more of a slumber. My awareness kept leaving me and returning again. The best possible state for dreaming something psychedelic. Bus number 410 drove past the room. It was snowing from the ceiling and my computer monitors suddenly rose from the middle of the table. Wallpaper blended through the walls, rubbish piles rose to the floor, and my old bed materialized in the corner. I was in my old flat again. The scenery changed that of my own hometown. It was like I was running through the endless hordes of people bustling in and out, and then darkness fell on me. Primal, universal darkness. I jumped up in terror. I was sweating like the rivers don't sweat. Slavia was looking at me worriedly from the bed. Just a bad dream. I attempted to smile. You were screaming. Screaming what? I don't know, you screamed it really loud, I just didn't hear it. It was incomprehensible. The clock only displayed the 1:30? Is that 1:30? I think it is. 12:30 actually. 12:30. Semyon. Huh? I'm freezing. Oh. She's blushed. I see where this is going. Slavia was rubbing the arms of her sweater, shivering. Hang on, I'll find a blanket. I searched through the cabinet after another, swearing to myself about how the dang infirmary had nothing to cover up the patients. I'm sorry, there's nothing here. Wait, I'll run and fetch something. No. You'll just lie here with me? It'll be much. Yeah, this is where I saw it coming. She was absolutely serious. Her voice sounded so piteous that for a second I was left breathless. Are you sure that it is okay? She asked, blushing.